guys, welcome back to another Juicy React. Thank you so much for clicking on the video today.
We appreciate it, guys. Thanks so much. If you have anything to request that we react to, please send us a message on Instagram because that is where we're getting our requests from. Our handles are in the description of the video. And if you like daily vlogs, if you like vlogs, other videos, our main YouTube channel is called The Juicy Vlog, and Lucy's wearing the t-shirt right now, merch available. The link to that is in the description. If you want to head over there, check out those videos, you might enjoy those too. But today,
you're right, little radio presenter today, aren't you?
This could be funny. We've got 3 mistakes dating a Filipina. Something I've never done, something Lucy has never done.
This is true.
We're gonna learn from others in case we ever find us. Okay, so we're gonna get into this. This guy, we've actually just reacted to one of his other videos and he was quite funny. So we're going in a little bit in this video. We've skipped the intro, we've got to the part where he talks about
2 minutes
the mistakes of dating a Filipina. And he's got a Filipina wife as far as I know, so.
Lovely background by the looks of it.
Yeah, it looks like he's in a nice place.
3,
Ready?
2, 1.
If you have not physically seen her in person yet, and she asks you for money, that is like red flag, whoop, whoop, warning sign.
Like the...
I was going to say Ed and Rose thing.
Rose's sister.
Her sister was asking Ed for money.
Supposedly.
8
Supposedly.
times out of 10,
Allegedly.
You're going down the wrong path on that one.
Has he been there 10 times?
And it might be for a legitimate reason. Not every girl is a scammer. I'd say most of them are not. But if you're in that percentage of guys that gets asked that question, then be very wary.
So is this a video for advice for someone who's done it?
Who's
for people
thinking
who want
of
to marry a Filipino?
Maybe.
Cut it and run. There's absolutely no reason for you to be spending money on a girl before you have met her. And I realize a lot of guys this is kind of for those that meet a girl on the internet, then they start talking, and that's fine. That's
like internet
not
dating.
everyone
online dating, yeah.
Invests time. And so I'm trying to be practical here, but even if it's for a good reason and she doesn't use the money to scam you, it still sets a horrible precedent for the rest of your relationship. Now, I never gave Kristen anything before we met, with the exception of 2 cases. And they were my idea, not hers. And I would say even if it's your idea, it's probably not a great idea. So, but looking back on why
he did it, though.
Yeah, what did he do? Let's see what he did.
The first reason, which I think is legitimate, I gave her $40 because she kept saying, hey, I'm out of data on my phone, and it was getting in the way of my ability to communicate with her, which was cutting off the relationship. And so I said, hey, here's $40, go pick it up at Western Union and go buy yourself a SIM card. I never want to hear about you being out of data again. And from that point forward, that did happen. She never came to me again. She never asked me for money, number one, but even though she was running out of data. But she never ran out of data again until I finally met her in person. The second reason was she was involved in a sporting event with a bunch of t-shirts. She was like the treasurer, the person that was holding all the money for everyone to purchase these shirts. Someone went in her purse, stole the money, and I found out about it.
That sucks.
Felt really bad, and so I said, "Hey, here's
Did it make you feel
$50 or $60. Go pick it up. You know, buy the shirts for the rest of the people." I felt bad because she was really devastated that she was entrusted with this, and then someone knew about it, took advantage of the money, stole the money. So solved that problem. So that's only 2 cases, and number 1, it was for the benefit of our communication, and number 2, I felt bad. She didn't ask for the money. I did it anyway because I wanted to do it. So that is, if you can avoid pitfall number 1, I would say you're on your way to.
He doesn't edit at all.
Avoiding the biggest pitfall.
It's quite slow, but fun to watch in a way.
Number 2, mistake.
Where'd the video go?
Only come
there's
to
an
the
edit,
Philippines
I guess.
for a week or 2. Come in here, you fly in here, you helicopter in, everything's great.
Oh, that's dangerous.
You fall in love and you decide to take it
Because
to
you'll
the
get
next
attached.
level. You know, you ask for marriage. I've even heard of a guy right now who's a friend of a friend. And I don't know the guy, but he's like talking marriage already, and they've got like a Facebook Messenger relationship. It's like, dude, I mean, the first thing I told Nathan when he came here, I was like, man, this may not be for you. You got to come out here and see how it is. Because this may not be for you. It's not for everyone. You know, when we're all on lockdown somewhere in a cold and dreary and drizzly place somewhere in the West, as many of my viewers are, you know, this looks really fantastic, especially to have a young woman be interested in you, and you're thinking, wow, this is amazing. But you got to come here. There's a lot of disadvantages to being in the Philippines. There are things that you may not like. There are things here that annoy me every single day. There are little tiny ants, I don't even know where these things come from, that invade my space all the time. And I spray,
Actual
I cannot
ants.
get rid of them. It is a jungle.
What else would it be?
Oh, he's actually talking about ants. I thought it was like little things that annoy me, but he actually means ants. Don't come to the Philippines, there are
You're going to be
ants.
tied to this culture for a long time if you go into a committed relationship. Is that what you want? You may have to live here. And I think it's important because a lot of guys that can't make money here, I get asked this question on how do you make money? Well, don't worry about it. I do. I'm fine. And so if you can't make money remotely or have other business investments or whatever that you can deal with, and you can only make your money in the U.S., then you're looking at, okay, you spend 6 months here. I know a guy spends 6 months here. He goes 6 months back. He works construction in the U.S. Then he comes back. That kind of thinking is very common for Filipino women. A lot of their husbands, even that are Filipinos, go to Manila. They go up there, they work there, they come down for holidays, they go back up to Manila. A lot of them are seamen, the ocean type. They go work on a ship. They're gone for 3 months, they're home for a month. They're gone for 3 months, they're home for a month. So this kind of mentality is acceptable to Filipino women. But and then the last thing is you meet her here, you take her to your country, you know, she probably changes over time, we all know that. That's probably the downfall in many ways, as she assimilates into your culture. And maybe it's not.
She changes over time.
At least you've done
like any relationship, I guess.
Right. By understanding her a little bit better, by living in her culture for a period of time, so you could kind of understand the way that she views things. If you helicopter in and you're here for a couple weeks, you don't really get the benefit of really understanding her and her culture, her expectations, because you never lived in her culture. So I think that's very important. So rule number 2, come here. And rule number 3 kind of goes along with rule number 2 in that you...
Oh, another break.
Don't fall in love with the first girl that you talk to, you know. You might be starved for attention, and let's face it, Filipina girls are really easy to talk to. They speak English very well. They come from a Catholic culture, which is very similar to a lot of the Western guys that are white dudes that they're interested in. So culturally, there are some parallels when it comes to a large understanding of the way of thinking. And so you kind of can get sucked into that really easily. I mean, I've seen guys that met a girl and she's like 45 years old and they're 45 years old and she's got 2 kids, but she's really nice and pretty and she still looks like she's 25. And I'm like, dude, just date
He really
around
thinks
a little,
about things.
you know. So you gotta develop your breadth of understanding of women here. take your time. There's no rush. You know, I did have a very short meet to marriage. Kristen is not my first Filipina girlfriend. I had a little bit of experience before her in the culture. And not just the Philippines, but cross-cultural dating as a whole, which I think you can kind of apply. It's kind of like a liberal arts degree. You can kind of apply your breadth of knowledge almost in many different cultures once you kind of immerse yourself a little bit in something different than what you're used to. And I think that's a good thing. But to be laser focused on one person from afar and giving yourself the benefit of coming here and taking your time, you know, kind of setting some expectations about what you should be expecting, and
expectations about what you should be expecting.
Kind of tempering yourself as to how you need to behave. I mean, I've
Okay.
Interesting.
Let's see.
It's hard for us to relate, I guess.
It is. Never been in the situation.
Felt a bit weird watching that.
But that's one guy's perspective on something that is quite common, as far as we know.
Yeah.
And like online dating's huge now. Guy, comment below. Do you agree with this guy? Do you disagree? Have you had any stories yourself?
Yeah.
Success stories, bad stories, like experiences.
Dating online. Yeah.
That would be interesting for us to read in the comments. Very interesting. You gotta listen to people's opinions and perspectives, I guess.
Neither of us have ever dated anyone online. I mean,
no.
I mean though, we when George was at university at the start of our relationship, we'd met obviously prior, but it was a lot of online stuff. We would Skype
it's
call,
online,
we'd message. We wouldn't see each other for like quite a few weeks.
But I wouldn't call it online dating. Maybe no, because we knew each other
online
for years.
relationship for a bit.
Yeah, but only for like a week or two at a time.
No, it was like 3 or 4 weeks at a time.
Really?
Yeah, and then I'd see you for a weekend and then you'd go back.
Okay.
Yeah. So not dating,
That's the
but
most
more of the relationship.
long distance we ever did.
Yeah.
All right,
Anyway.
Interesting. Yeah, leave a comment below. We'd like to hear your opinions on this. It'd be interesting.
Definitely.
Hope you enjoyed this one. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and we'll see you in the next Daily Juice. No, well, we will as well on our main YouTube channel. We'll see you on the next Juicy Reacts.
Juicy Reacts. Bye.
Wrong channel.